Yeah, look, we're not where we want to be for the team's sake. We'd like to win a few more games, but we've got to win the next remainders to obviously compete into the finals. So for us, it's about doing as best as we can. Hopefully, we can play each game like we did against Gujarat. That'd be fantastic. But yeah, we've got a little bit of improving to do, both with bat and the ball. But yeah, if we can minimise the totals, would be great. And then if we bat first, try and put a big total on the board and defend it. Look, thankfully I'm not a bowler, but personally, when you're out there in the field, I think sometimes not specific bowlers, but they're just missing their target a little bit. It's execution. Cannot fault the way the guys are training and preparing. It's just sometimes in the games that the execution isn't there, and we know when we take wickets up front and early, we're a very dangerous bowling attack, and we've got a very good bowling attack. But it's just the mis-execution at this stage. But at the end of the day, it's a team game, and we're all at fault if things don't go to plan. I think the wickets have been very good. They've been very flat, very compact and very hard. And when you've got small boundaries and very good wickets, you're going to see very high scores. It's not just Bangalore anymore. It's when Kolkata's flat. You go back in the day when it used to turn. You couldn't get those scores. It was very difficult. You look at our venue last year. I think there was only one game that was over 200. I think it was. But the square is so good. Hyderabad's always been a very good surface. So when you get good surfaces with small boundaries and very good players, you're going to see high totals. And it's hard for the bowlers because, as a bowler, if you pitch the ball up, goes back over your head, what are you thinking? So it's hard, especially the first six. But I think what you're just saying before, the mentality with batters at the moment, when you get off to a good start and you do have good wickets, you can keep going. You can keep going for 15, 16, 17 overs, So when you get off to a start, like, say, I use Sunrise because they've scored, I think, 3 or 4 200 plus totals. When you're off to a start of 80, 90 in the first six, and you've got that, that artillery there waiting, Clashen and Markram and Samad, these guys to finish, there's no reason why you can't get that total, right? We've got the same in our batting lineup. We can do the same thing. Other teams can do the same thing. But it's about getting off to a good start and actually playing with freedom and not having that fear of getting out. And that's how we play. The Australians approached it the last 2 years. You look at the one-day stuff, we did the same thing. You got 10 overs. Why not try and get 150? When the wickets are very good, you've got to try and capitalise. Jake's been very good. We know he's always had the talent. I think Abhishek Paral's been outstanding. The opportunity he had in the first game to come out, he was an impact. It wasn't even going to play, I don't think, because we'd lost early wickets, and then to come out and I think he 9 balls or something, and he got 30 odd, I think it was. That can change the game. And then we saw the other day he played very well. I think he's going to be a very good player. Look, it's hard to comment on those things when the wickets are so good. So, you're not going to need an anchor if the wickets are like concrete. They're not turning, they're not doing anything, right? So, when you come up against those wickets, like I even look back at Chennai's wicket. Chennai back in the day, it was very difficult to bat on. If teams got 160, 170, you're praying the dew was coming very fast. So at the moment, with the wickets that are being produced, that are very good, you're going to see very high scores. And I've always said it, if you got conducive wickets, the best bowlers will get the best batters in the world out. And that's specifically like Test match cricket. And when it comes to one-day cricket, if their wickets are flat, the batters are going to, they're going to take down the bowlers. And because the other thing as well is the balls, they're trying to improve the balls. The lacquer's staying on there longer, right? So the ball's not getting chewed up. So then it won't spin, it won't hold in the wicket. So you're going to see very high scores. And that's why I think with the impact player, it brings in the 6th bowler. That's as a batsman, it's like, okay, I've got 6 very good bowlers. Takes the all-rounder out, right? So that's the other side of it. And you've got 8 batsmen. you know, it could be one day just all batters and then just all bowlers, and then you'll see probably 300 plus.
I have a question over here. Since we're talking, take a cue from his question about the good wickets. So would you say, since it's just within a week, there is a T20 World Cup happening after IPL ends. So will performances in IPL and the performances in these conditions be an indicator to what we can expect in CPL, like in the Caribbean, where there has been a CPL, the wickets are considered to be similar to what we find in the subcontinent. So do you think that form?
I think they're going to be slower, and they're going to turn a bit. I don't think they're going to be as compact as they are here. You know, I've played a lot of cricket over there. I've played in the CPL. The wickets tend to get a little bit lower and slower. Even when we played there in 2010 World Cup, the wickets, they weren't high-scoring wickets. You know, and that's when you did need the anchor. You know, like Mike Hussey came out and scored runs for us. He had to come in and sort of knock it around. And I think most teams had their anchor in the back end was scoring the run. So it's going to be a completely different there. And I think the natural elements as well, I think they're going to be predominantly day games, I think, because of the timing. So that plays a big factor. So the ball definitely would not be swinging. Where here, at least in India, the first 4 or 5 overs, the ball can swing and can be challenging. So yeah, it's going to be, and you know, obviously with the wickets being dry and the ball getting rough, it's going to spin. I won't say the boundaries are shrinking. They're still the same size. Yeah, look, it's not my place to comment on the impact rule. The game's evolving, right? So I think people are just trying different things. You know, my thing is, if you've got 15, 16 people on the bench, you know, you want to maximise as much as you can. Is the game going to change a lot in the next 10 years? It probably will. Where's it going to get to? I'm not sure. What contest do you want to see? And that's the other thing as well, like, you know, you have all-rounders. I feel like it's taken the all-round option out now. You know, when you look at 11, you always had that one person in the team, whether he was a better bowling all-rounder, betting batter all-rounder, and you had to, you know, when they were sitting around doing the auctions, you have to think, right? So you have to, so I don't know what the answer is. We're adapting as cricketers, so we're enjoying that. And it's also, tactically, when you're sitting on the bench, you know, if you're not scoring runs, then you can put that batsman in. So like there's a lot of thinking, but the rule itself, it's up to whoever wants to make the rule and how we adapt with it. And I saw the same thing, I think we did it in the ILT20. You know, look at Big Bash, we changed it to 4 overs, which is dumb. 4 overs, like crazy. No, that's what you're saying. Nothing's easy. You still got to go out there and execute. It's not the fact that, you know, people are going out there and scoring 200. If you're walking out there chasing 270, your mindset's completely different. You know, so if you bat first and you put the big runs on the board, it's a mindset thing to go out there and go, oh, we're chasing 250. You know, it's even when you're chasing 200. You know, and the same thing can be when you chase 130. Everyone goes, you should get that out, one down, 2 down. But sometimes it doesn't happen. It's the game of cricket. Things can happen when you're out there.
Fastest cricket score updates या सबसे detailed stats.
क्रिकेट के अंदर बाहर की खबरें
या healthy debates.
सबसे accurate analysis
या fans का craze. सबके लिए एक ही platform. क्योंकि cricket मतलब CricketNext.